Hello beautiful people, how are you? Let me get myself adjusted here. Hi guys, so as you can see from the title, first off, let me introduce myself. If you are new to my channel, my name is Sarah. I am the owner of September Rose Beauty, which is my makeup artistry brand, and I like to do videos on makeup, on myself, on other people. If you follow me on Instagram, I do post a lot of makeup inspiration looks and makeup transformations that I do on my clients. So yeah, I'm here to bring you guys a video, a bronzy summer look. And as you can see, I have my eyes done. Well, and at the time that I upload this video, I should have this eye look, because I did a video on it. I should have this eye look up on my Instagram, so you can head over to my Instagram and see how I achieved this eye look. I will leave the handle down here below, or it's always going to be in the description box as well. And y'all, I need to get out of my house. Like, I'm over quarantine life. I'm over it right now. Okay, I just want to go out. I just want to be outside in the sun and sit on a patio or something and drink a sangria. Like, I just want to be, I just don't like this whole like being, I have to be at home. Like, is it only me? Like, don't you feel like now you feel like, yo, I want to be outside? Because before, granted, I am a homebody, and now I'm like, I want to go out. And it's all because somebody told me not to go out. But tell me what you guys think. Are you guys feeling the same way or what? I don't know. Anyways, let's get into this makeup look. If you are a returning subscriber, I just want to say thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you for subscribing, for leaving your love and your comments on my page. And yeah, I really appreciate you guys, and I'm so thankful for you guys. I'm thankful I'm able to be here and just, like, you know, show the world my talent. So anyways, let me stop talking. Let's get started.
Purchase your tracks today.
I just went in with the Kevin Aquan foundation, so I use it just like as a concealer. Mind you, I have samples of all these things because before quarantine I was like, let me get my samples. I work in retail, so we had like we had wind that the stores were gonna close, so I said, let me get my samples so I could try things out while I'm on quarantine. So now I am trying on, well, I'm not trying on, but I'm applying the Lawless Beauty foundation in Woke Up Like This in Earth. This is actually one of my favorite foundations as of right now. I really like the way it goes on. It goes on so smooth, guys. It's a clean product at Sephora, so that means that it's made without any harsh chemicals such as parabens, sulfates, and all that other good stuff. It's also a vegan brand, which is really good, so no animals were harmed in creating this foundation, which is amazing. But like, you see, do you guys see how this is just going on so nicely? And I really gotta test and see if it's my shade. I lied. It's my shade. It's just like, honestly, it's so nice, and it's good for all skin types. My skin is pretty normal, so I can wear pretty much almost anything. But I just love the way it goes on so smoothly and so effortlessly, and it's like, it just looks so nice and natural. And so next, what we are going to do is we're gonna contour. So this, to get that bronzy look, some rules apply. So I'm going to use a Fenty 490 concealer, and I like this concealer for bronzy looks specifically because it does have that peachy reddy undertone, and I find that when I use this concealer, my skin looks more sun-kissed. It has more of that tanned look to it, because when I get tan, I do get more reddy peachy. So When you use an undertone, if you're close to my skin tone or any other skin tone, of course you guys know this, because bronzers usually have like that more red undertone. That's what you want when you're creating like a nice summery sexy look like this. I like to place my contour a little bit higher than my actual cheekbone so that it lifts it up, because with this concealer a lot goes a long way and a lot is on this applicator. When I put it on, it'll be just a line, but then when I start to blend it out, it's gonna spread and it's gonna go a little bit downward. So I like to go a little higher just so that I'm not placing it too low and then the contour looks too low. It's dragging my face down.
Purchase your tracks today.
Just a little bit here, and my cheek is just going to be a little bit more chiseled, but make sure when you're doing your contour it is even, or you can tell. Other people may not be able to tell with the naked eye, but like you will be able to tell. Use this on my nose contour as well. So again, for my nose, I like to go a little bit more in. When I blend this out, then it's gonna spread. My foundation brush first, just to like warm it up, I guess. Just feel like it blends better, like it looks more seamless. And what I do is I bring this up to my temple. It kind of looks like I don't have anything on, but trust me, once we go down the line and we apply that highlight, you will see more. Right now, everything's looking like it's just blending in.
Purchase your tracks today.
So that blended really, really nicely just with my foundation brush. So I'm not even gonna go in with a beauty blender. I'm just going to blend out my nose contour now. I'm just gonna use this random blending brush, so eyeshadow blending brush. I really like using these for blending out my contour on my nose because it's a smaller brush. I get the precision that I need.
Purchase your tracks today.
And don't worry about blending it out too much, because we are going to go over with some bronzer after, so it's gonna pop, it's all gonna come together. Don't worry about, oh, I'm blending it out so much like you can't even see it. Like, don't worry about those little things. Key products that I always love to use, and I'll just show you the concealers I love using at the moment, of course. So I really like Fenty 400. I really like Milk Flex Concealer. This is in Cinnamon. This one's really nice. MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NC45. And I just added this to my routine, which is the LA Girl Warm Honey Concealer. So I just like using a little bit of this. So I'm gonna show you guys. So I usually use any of these two I use as a base. Let's use Fenty today. I went in already with the Fenty 400 just under the eyes. So I like to use this as like just concealer, not necessarily highlighter, so because you can see it's really, really orange. Kind of like a color corrector, but not really. So we're just gonna blend this out like so. So when you're a deep toned complexion girl, like you need more than one color of like foundation and all that stuff. Like basically what I mean is you're not gonna find a foundation and bam, it matches you. Because if you're like me, like other melanated women, we have different tones on our bodies. For example, my chest is so freaking light. My hand is darker, like you can see the contrast. The back of me is darker and then the front of me is lighter. That's what I've noticed. I'm like a cat, like a black and white cat, like where their bellies are white and then the back of them are black. Like, so that's the case for a lot of melanated people. We just have different tones. We have natural contours and highlights in our body. This is the way God made us, just so beautiful, right? So just one foundation or one concealer may not do the trick. It may not give you that flawless type of finish. If you don't care, then by all means, perfect. But if you care and you're like, oh my God, like, because a lot of people, I deal with a lot of clients and a lot of people are like, I can never find my shade, I can never find my shade. And I have to explain to them, like, you're never going to find a shade, because you're not going to find one shade that matches all of your tones. We have at least like 2 to 5 tones in our skin tone. Like, let's be real, guys. So you're gonna have to buy, you might have to buy 2 concealers. You might have to buy like a whole routine if you care that much. If you don't care, then it's whatever. If you care, girl, I'm telling you right now, if you want your makeup to look bomb and you don't want to spend that money on somebody else doing it, then buy a whole routine, buy a whole kit, you know. But yeah, that's why we have makeup artists like me here and other ones who are here for your service, you know. And they can do the trick. That's why it takes so long to do people's makeup. We got to get all the tones and all the colors right and together. We got to make sure it meshes well, right? So I'm just using a smaller brush to blend out the highlight that I did. And now you can already see the contrast. And look how amazing my skin looks. Like, honestly, the foundation is the bomb.com. But what else is the bomb is this iconic, this thing. I love this thing. Okay, I'm gonna spray this on. This is gonna give me a nice glowy, glittery type of thing. Not too glittery, but more glowy. So I like to spray this on before I put on my next concealer, so my skin is nice and dewy and bronzy. So next I'm gonna go in with the LA Girl Pro Conceal in Warm Honey, and I just put a little bit of this on because this shit is, sorry, this stuff is very light, and you can see my skin is wet, honey. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna use this concealer here. I literally just put it right in here. God, just a little bit and just a little bit and just a little bit, just like that. And again, try to make the deposit of product even so that it looks even and it looks seamless, because sometimes when you add too much here and you don't put enough here, you can tell it looks, something will be off and you won't know why. Like, it's happened to me so many times. These colors have like nice peachy undertones to them, very sun-kissed, especially for melanated women. It gives like the very sun-kissed vibe. But I like this particular shade because it matches the tone that I have here. So I always like to be lighter in the center, just like how I said my body is lighter in the middle. It's like I'm on my face, I mimic my body. That's why I use different shades, and that's why I encourage girls who want their makeup to look flawless, who want to do it by themselves, use different shades, because you're not going to find one shade in a foundation. It's just not, it just doesn't work that way. Now I'm going to use my beauty blender to blend this out, guys. And yeah. As you can see, like, everything got lit up. You guys can see how seamless that looks. So also by putting on the different layers, it also makes everything look much more blended and beautiful. Next next we are going to set what we just did with our highlight. So what I like to do, I like to go in first with this Sephora collection micro micro smooth powder all over my face. Honestly, this just sets everything really quickly, and it buys you a lot of time as opposed to using a loose powder and having to put it all over. I don't know, I find that I just like this better, and you get the extra coverage. This particular foundation powder is like a smoothing powder, so it just makes everything look freaking flawless. And I just put it all over very, very lightly. I use really light pressure. And the reason why I put this color over a little bit of it over my my under eye is, again, to set, but I also kind of want to tone it down just a little. So I like to just very little, very light pressure, like. And I am a baker. I'm a bake boo. So what I do is I use a clean makeup wedge. We're gonna use the Sacha Buttercup setting powder today. So you want to put on the powder first underneath your eye, so that when you go in to bake and you dust that off, the powder doesn't stick to the product. What happens is if you put this loose powder and bake it on wet concealer, you're gonna get some sticking. Like, you're gonna get some areas where it looks very patchy. What the powder does is it actually gets stuck on the concealer. So that's why you want to go in with a powder first, and then you go into bake. Specifically with baking, if you were just going in with a powder and just setting it in, like pressing it in, then that's fine. But you have to do that. You have to press in a powder first, and then you can bake. We're gonna go in with the Morphe Showman's bronzer. I love this bronzer. It's freaking amazing, I'm telling you. And I'm gonna use my Sigma small contouring brush F05. And I just do this really, really quickly. I don't even like take my time. I just, in circular motions, go in and just sculpt. So what you want to do when you're using the brush, light pressure, so hold it closer to the bottom, push up, like you're swiping it and you're swiping it up. So that's the motion I'm actually doing. I just did it slow-mo for you. You want to push it into your temple, and for this you push it back into your hairline when you're contouring your forehead. I don't really have a large forehead, so I don't really do much. You could do your jawline as well. And this is bronzer, guys. You can go buck wow with it. You can go buck wow. It does have two sides to it, and I like to mix both sides, to be honest. And I like to blend that up into my brow bone. And today I said I was gonna carve out the top of my brow, and I didn't end up doing it. Honestly, brows is not that important to me anymore, to be honest. I'm gonna start dusting off this powder. What I like to do is use this brush. This is from Sephora. It's a bit bigger, to dust off the larger areas. And I do it very strategically. So I usually dust off there, like around the nose and stuff first. Use a smaller brush to get like these areas right here. And it's just really helpful, especially when you have dramatic eye makeup like how I have. And you just honestly, literally just blend it out, dust it off until you don't see it no more. Okay, y'all, so I'm back. My camera died. I had to take off my earrings, and I had to get a little sweater because it's a little chilly down here in my little studio type space. But yeah, so we've done everything. We basically done the base, and like it looks really, really good. You could stop here, but like I said, we're doing a bronzy look, so let's get in that highlight. So for us melanated girls, Bronzy looks usually mean like we gotta really highlight our face, because bronzers sometimes tend to look like contour on us. They don't really look like bronzers. You get what I'm saying? But here is where highlighting and layering your highlight really comes into play, so that you can get that nice sun-kissed look. And that's what we're gonna do today. So I am using Dose of Colors Supreme Glow Highlighter in Royal Hotness. I am going to be using the Artist Couture and Jackie Aina collab in La Bronze and La Peach. Okay, both of them together. And we're really gonna be layering on our highlights. So before we do that, I do want to apply blush. Guys, I love blush. I think blush like changes your makeup. I used to hate blush, but I really see how it pulls everything together. But today I'm not gonna use a blush. I'm gonna use an eyeshadow, which I usually do anyway. I'm gonna use this nice orangey eyeshadow here. Probably mix these two together, and I'll just show you how I apply my blush. Sorry, I'm using the Morphe M500 brush, and it's just this brush. It's kind of on a slant because it was in my makeup bag, and yeah, I kind of suffered, but it usually goes straight up. But I kind of like it on this slant because then it can get onto my cheek really nicely. I put on, of course, my chestnut lip liner, and then I put on this guy here. This is Dose of Colors More Creamier Please. And then I put on this lip gloss from NYX. It's called NYX Lingerie Glitter Lip in Butter. And it gave me this really nice combination here, which I'm really loving. So now guys, like I said, we're gonna go into our highlights. So before we do that, we want to spray. You want to spray before you go in and highlight. That's how you really get that nice shine. And I put on my blush, so I hope you guys can see that. I had to do it off camera. My camera is just going wonky on me right now, but whatever. We're gonna spray some of this iconic glow. And be generous, guys. Be generous, okay? Be generous with it. If you got a little fan like me, you can fan yourself off a little bit. I'm just more so fanning the center. We're gonna go in first with this guy right here. And I'm gonna be very strategic with my placement because I don't want this. This is it's a lot. This highlighter is a lot, hence why I don't usually use it much, but I'm gonna kind of blend it with my bronzer contour that I have going on here. This one I'll be generous and I'm gonna apply all over. I'm using that leftover to kind of like brush it everywhere. I'm so sorry guys, I was not able to do the completed look on camera because my camera is just being wonky on me. I gotta go and get that fixed. But basically you just spray and then you add another layer of highlighter, and then you just keep doing that. So this is the final look, guys. Let me know how you guys like it.